All right, it's that time again for the end of the PulseWave report with yours truly, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger reports. All right, so it seems like every day is a Fed day. All types of talk about inflation and deflation and all types of just news that's going on. But I look at the charts behind the news, and that's what we do here. Our first chart is gold. And you can see that gold is still trying to hang in there, but we are in the bear market. Here's that bearish zone. And the bulls are trying to keep the market afloat up here in the bearish zone. Having a real problem with the overhead trend line resistance, can't seem to break that. But if the market does, then the top of the Kumo cloud will be that next target that we're looking for. It was a massive sell-off, as you can see here. The last crash alert sell signal we got was a massive sell-off. And now the market is temporarily bottomed, and we're just bouncing off those lows. So the weakness of the recovery off the lows is a little questionable. Don't really have the continued momentum that you like to see. 1800 seems to be really powerful. You know what I mean? We'll see what the market can do. I don't think silver is going to help you to make that decision either, because silver has been the weaker of the two. Bulls barely keeping this market afloat. Price is still below the bottom of the Kumo cloud, so still quite weak. All right, even though you got the little technical bounce off the temporary low, it's just a short-term bottom for now. You're still in the bearish zone, bear market, and the bulls are just barely hanging in there. If some magic happens and you get some type of momentum, well, of course, just like gold, top of the Kumo cloud, it's going to be your ultimate target there. But I want to point something out to you. Silver can be a little tricky. Silver can be very volatile. But silver is just like any other market. And there are repetitive rhythms and patterns that repeat in the market. So since April the 21st of 2021 until now, July the 7th of 2021, silver has gone nowhere. You're trading in this zone here, in this bar right here. You have gone nowhere. You simply expanded your range only to fall back down into the more important one right here, which is April the 21st of 2021. You've gone nowhere. So if you put on a long position, all right, on April the 21st, and then went on vacation and came back, now the price is still where it was when you left. Nothing has happened. The market is flat. No conviction, no trend. So that should make you think as well. What's going on? Why is the market acting like this? Well, it's because there's a lot going on behind the scenes in the economy, and the market can't seem to make up its mind. What about forex? Well, here's that new leg down I was telling you about yesterday, and here it is. All right. The euro is not done falling. You saw that bear zone there. One of the reasons why is because the US dollar has not stopped rallying. There's a new leg higher in your dollar. Just when it looked like the short-term top would be in for the dollar, it goes and does this on you. All right. Still in the bullish zone, still in the bull market. Bulls managed to push the price even higher. You are now pretty much well beyond that 61.8, 62% retracement off of the short-term bottom lows here. And now you're getting long in the tooth, almost up to 100% recovery from your crash alert sell signal from March the 31st. All right, so the market is pretty much recovered just about. Let's see, on this date, see 92.98. Today you hit 92.84. You came within a few ticks of this zone. So the market is pretty much 100%ed on the bounce, the technical bounce. That's a powerful, but I know bear market rallies can be powerful, but this is pretty powerful. All right, almost 100% retracement off of the crash alert sell signal from here. Very, very interesting dynamics coming together in these markets. When you flip it over and say, well, what's going on with the other big dogs? Well, here is your crude oil futures. We got that leg down. We had the crash alert sell signal from last night. And what do we get today? Downside production, short-term top being posted. Trend line support is your target around that $69 mark. All right. There's a reason they canceled this meeting and we got this signal here. Remember, OPEC canceled the meeting last minute. Supposed to have a meeting the other day. They canceled it. All right. Producing more oil. When demand drops, well, prices drop. All right. If you have more supply than you have demand, prices drop. All right. Also, that stronger dollar is also hurting this. So it's causing it to drop. Oil is a commodity. It's not a currency, even though the powers that be would love it to be, but it's not. Look at your soybeans. So after this big drop yesterday, we get the narrow range inside day, producing a rally alert buy signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading. Is the initial target if that's where it's going to go. It's just jumping all around the place right now. Your soybeans is the S&P 500 of your commodities, because that's kind of the way it moves. Moves like the S&P 500. At one point, oil used to do the same thing. It was the S&P, oil, and soybeans. They had like a very similar, almost one-to-one correlation. They used to move together. And even when the correlations begin to break down, the overall patterns were very similar trends. All right, next up, let's take a look at your Dow futures. Okay, so the Dow has had some interesting points. So you had your crash alert sell signal here on May the 10th. You got that downside production. Had another crash alert sell signal on June the 7th. You got that downside production. And we came into today with the crash alert sell signal, and we haven't gotten any downside production yet. We're going to narrow range inside day, which rallied into the close, which normally sets the stage for the possibility of getting some downside production tonight or tomorrow, possibly, if we don't get a reversal and get a buy signal. We are in a bullish zone, bull market overall, but that is coming into question because you broke so hard. You broke your trend line support. You broke deep into the Kumo cloud, even tested the bottom of the Kumo cloud before reversing. This right here is a pretty powerful break, only to rip right back again. So you're seeing breakdowns along the way in the Dow. Don't forget, too, back here on February the 25th of 2021, had the crash alert sell signal followed by downside production as well. So every crash alert we've gotten, the last three prior to this one, have all had significant downside movements. I think this one is about to produce the same. But here's the thing though. When you look at your stock indexes, look at this Nasdaq. Every day is a new high. The Nasdaq 100 is hitting a new all-time high every day. Remember, this market, this Nasdaq 100, topped out at 5,000 during the internet craze of the 1990s. I think it was March 2000, somewhere around there. That's when the Nasdaq bubble broke. If my memory serves me correctly. March of 2000, we hit 5,000 and retreated and stayed down for like more than a decade before the market took out 5,000 and started hitting all-time highs. You're getting really close to a 300% move off the all-time highs of the go-go 90s. So if you thought the markets were bubble inflated in 1990s, what do you call them today when they've moved 300% from those all-time highs from your 1990s? No one seems to be asking that question. No one's talking about that. You want to talk about a bubble? If that's not a bubble, I don't know what is then. Everyone will agree that the 1990s had the biggest stock market bubble in history. But we've dwarfed the 1990s now. Dwarfed. And the NASDAQ keeps running. No correction in sight. We have been running since May the 13th of 2021 until now. No correction, not one correction, nothing. You've got little teeny micro pullbacks, but no correction, just straight up. No market goes straight up like that. This is almost as if you could make an argument that this is organized. No market moves like this. This is not how trends work. The forex markets are the king markets of trends. If you look at the trends on the forex market, they don't look like this either. There's a rhythm to it. This is just straight up, like a woman standing on the street corner screaming to the top of her lungs. That's what this is, without taking a break, just nonstop sound, getting louder and louder and louder, or like a colic baby that won't go to sleep and it's just laying in the crib screaming to his heart's content. Now, see, this was a more orderly flow back here. All right, this is back here. This started on November the 11th of 2020. All right, this was an orderly flow. You moved up and down. You have that, like when you're looking at a heart monitor, where patients hooked up to a machine and it's checking, monitoring their pulse and all that. You're going up and down, up and down. That's an orderly fashion. That's normally how a bull market run a normal bull market will look like. It'll look like that. All right, or something like this even. This started on April the 22nd of 2020. You can see how it just, it ran with pullbacks. You get your little pullback, rally, pullback, rally, pullback, rally, pullback, rally, pullback, rally. That's how the bull market's supposed to go. The pullbacks test the trend line, support, build support, and then that's your base for your next rally. That's how it's supposed to look. Not like this. This right here is insane. All right? Something is happening, and we cannot ignore it, ladies and gentlemen. You got to call it out. Got to be cautious, be careful, be ready when the markets tell you, okay, I'm tired, I don't want to run anymore. Because that's what you're saying. I'm going to start calling the Nasdaq 100 the Forrest Gump market. All right, right now, this is the scene in the movie when Forrest Gump is jogging cross country. And eventually he's going to come to a point, he's going to be like, okay, I'm tired. I don't want to run anymore. I want to go home. At some point, the Nasdaq 100 is going to want to go home. He's going to get tired and say, okay, I got all that out of my system, all this out of my system, and I want to go home. The question is, when is the Nasdaq going to go home? That is yet to be seen, but at some point, Forrest is going to get tired of running. All right? He's going to get tired. And what happens when Forrest gets tired? Now, in the movie, he just stopped running and turned around. He just stopped and then just started walking back. He just walked back. He walked all this back. But this is not a movie. This is reality. I can tell you what's going to happen. Forrest is going to stop running, but instead of just turning around and doing an about face and just walking away, I think Forrest is going to collapse from dehydration and malnourishment. He's just going to collapse. He's going to fall and just drop right there on the pavement. All right? That's what I anticipate is going to happen in your Nasdaq 100. What about the mighty Bitcoin? Well, here we go. This is what you see. Sideways momentum, no commitment. The bears don't want to commit. The bulls don't want to commit. Everybody's respecting the range set by this bar on May the 19th of 2021. According to the algo charts, you're going to remain in this bar for quite some time. All right? It is what it is. You don't have to like it, but you do have to acknowledge its reality, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's it. I just wanted to show you where we are. Regardless of all the economic news around the world, the algo charts tell you a different story. They say nonsense, humbug to all that stuff you're hearing, because the news always likes to try to explain why the market's doing something or not doing something. I'm just here to tell you that the market wants to do what it wants to do when it wants to do it, and that's it. The price is the price. That's the only thing that we care about is that price. All right. So if the market isn't doing something that they expect it to do yet, it's just not ready to do it at this time. Doesn't mean it won't do it. It just means it's not ready to do it right now. All right. I see your SVL. Your SVL silver mines on the ASX got that crash alert sell signal for tomorrow's trading. So look out for that one. All right. You are in the bearish zone. Follow the reports, though. All right. Just don't take my word for it. You got to follow the reports. All right. I'm just reading the algo charts, but of course, the reports on your dashboard is king. Follow the script. All right. Next up, you want to see MXC. All right, MXC, which is MGC Pharmaceuticals. Big Pharma. All right, this one also has a crash alert sell signal for tomorrow's trading. Looks like the market's getting ready to put in a new leg down. All right, you've been way below this trend line support. You're in a bear market. You're in a bearish zone. All the momentum is on the bearish side. The bears are truly in control of this market right now. All right, and you still have this gap down here. And the gap here. So you got some gaps. I think one here right here. So you got some gaps too that are also coming into play here. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right, that's what's up on that one. Yeah, so look at this Nasdaq one more time. I'll pull up this. And I want you just to look at what you see here. Just leave that up for a second. I want to say what's up to Mick and Loco and Aaron in the live chat. Thanks you very much. Don't forget to smash that like button. Yeah, man, I've been in the lab, dude, just working on the pulse waves and stuff. I want to start doing some more topical videos too. So much news to digest. I just have not had the time because my main thing, as you know, is making sure these pulse waves are on point every night for you guys so that you can get in these markets and bang it out and make this money. But I will get back to it as time will allow. All right, with that being said, you know what it is, man. PulseWaveTrading.com. If you're not already a subscriber, go to PulseWaveTrading.com. Find a flavor that fits you. We have just about everything on there you can imagine. You can get these pulse waves delivered to your dashboard when the markets are open so that you can make money in these markets. Anyway, with all that being said, man, you know bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I am out. Peace.